Well, wheels are off, and to the tire store to get the new tires put on. Got the battery charger on here just so I can keep the battery up. I've got a nice solar battery charger, but it was putting out 8 volts. So that 15-year-old charge controller is dead. Only 15 years, can't believe it. But what I want to do today is go through the fuse box and just clean all the contacts. Everything there is going to get cleaned. And then I want to go through the lights and clean them off also. Just make sure all the contacts are good in there. The bulbs are getting a good connection. I think we got a couple bulbs out. I've got an order in with IPD to get some of this stuff sorted, and we'll just check everything out. Just start going through it. I told you the engine problems are figured out here. That's right, so that you can see now both butterflies open. That's correct, so fuel is going through there. The only thing that's not right is the fuel pump, and I've got a correct fuel pump coming. I could put a regulator on here just to regulate the pressure down to about 3. It's $39 for the regulator locally. I could probably order one online for $25, but I can get the new pump from Sweden for $29. I'll just wait. I'll just get the new pump in, and then we should run just fine without fuel pouring out of the float bowls. But let me get into this fuse block, and I'll bring you back and show you what we're doing there. So we've got our battery disconnected. Get in here. And I already opened this up once, so I realized that it's supposed to have a 25 amp up here and then 8 amp down here, and these are all, I think, 16s or something like that on here. But I'm going to pull these guys all out. Double check my battery is disconnected. It is. And I've got on my Dremel here a little wire brush. And I'm just going to get in here. Clean all of this up. Okay. We're in an awkward position here with the well, it doesn't matter. I just want to show you that. So we've got the fuse box nicely cleaned up. I cleaned the connectors and the tabs as best I could. That side was hard. They're clean. It's hard to tell. They're not as polished as that side. It was just tougher to get in there, but they are clean. I tested stuff. Lights probably seem brighter. I don't know. That's just me. But what I want to tackle next is the tail lights. And okay, you see that. I'll pull this off and we'll get in there and clean up those connections and everything. Oh, and the license plate light. I imagine I'm going to need some new bulbs. So on these, I just put a little PB blaster in here. I went inside the trunk and sprayed the other side too. So hopefully, yeah, good. These are nice and loose. The nice thing is, I've looked online, and VP and IPD, I think, both sell all these screws, and the gasket and everything else is still out there. So good to know. Clean these up too. I don't need the screws because I have them, but I clean them up. Be really careful with the trim that I do have, or gasket. Well, it's kind of stuck there. Well, there's your problem. We're not going to see a thing with those as dusty as they are. So I'll pull these out and clean them off and see what we get. I'll bring you back after that. I'm just going to take a little wire brush to this and clean it all up. I don't know if you can see down in there with the sun in there, but I've got a little wire brush on my Dremel that I can get in there and clean some of this with and clean this stuff out. I might get a little rust off here too while we're at it. And that's better already. It's not shiny. We can make it shiny. We can get down to the shiny here. But I want to clean out the connectors a little bit. Well, unfortunately, getting in the fronts, the rubber's gone, and so is the reflector for that matter. This bulb was completely broken, and the lens was full of mud. But got that all cleaned out, both sides. Yeah, like I said, the little marker bulbs were bad. The other bulbs are just cleaned up, buffed up. I'm going to put in the marker bulbs and see what happens here. Well, there we go, both sides. Let's put the lenses on and see what we got. All right, chasing down lights here. We've got still a little light out, but we got some dash lights. You can see the green glow there. We've got front driving lights or marker lights. And we've got rear driving lights or marker lights. We have license plate lights, which is cool. We've also got a left turn signal. I won't bore you with the front. You can kind of see it up there. And we've got a right turn signal on the front. But we don't have a right turn signal on the back. Could be a bad bulb. There's also some wiring monkey business going on in the trunk area, so we'll check that out too. But we got, oh yeah, we have headlights. You can see the reflection there in the Yaris. But we got headlights, and all is right with the world. We also have a door activated interior light. It doesn't turn on, just to on though, so I'll have to mess with that. But I'm feeling pretty good. Brake lights were checked. They both work with the brake. I think I'll put a new switch in there so it's a little bit more sensitive. But I don't have a reverse light. So that could be a bad switch on the transmission. It could be something bad in the wiring. It's on top of the transmission. That's always fun. So I'll crawl underneath there and check that out. But we also got new shoes on today, which I think are super classy. I actually wanted the white walls that start right at the rim and are about 2 inches wide, and that's what I thought I bought. And the company I bought these from said, oh no, that's just a representation in the picture. I'm like, you mean I'm not buying the actual tire that you have pictured? No, that's just a representation. It's like, so if I wanted, and I argued with them, I don't know, a fancy tire. If I wanted a 22-inch low-profile Lamborghini tire and you showed a picture of it and you sent me these, you'd be okay with that. But they didn't buy that argument either. So the other adventure today was a lot of fun. I went to the auto parts store and bought a new flasher because that one was really weak, the one that was in there. And they wanted to know the year of the car and everything. And they're like, oh, we don't have anything like that. We'd have to special order it and everything. I'm like, you don't have a 2-pole flasher? No, we don't have anything like that. And so 2 of them, we're looking this up on the computer, trying to find me one they could order. I walked down over to the light bulb section because I needed the driving lights anyway, the bulbs for those. Walked over there. There was 5. I picked out the normal one. Walked up to the counter. I said, you should order one of these. And they're like, what? We have those? I was like, yes, they're right by the light bulbs. It's a standard 2-pole flasher. So things have changed in 30 years. Things have really changed in 55 years. But there we are. So that's our progress this week. I'll get this video up tonight probably, and just show you where we're going. And not driving yet. Still have to wait on the fuel pump. I got to get a new fuel pump. So that's what we're waiting on. But please be sure to like and share and subscribe. That's my new hand motion for this. Yeah, the more you like, the more people see this, the more you share, the more people see it. And if you subscribe, that really helps a lot too. More people will see these videos of classic Volvos and classic Volkswagens. I put parallel on there, not parallel, plurals on there. I've only got the classic Volkswagen and the classic Volvo. But, you know, someday, maybe more. Thanks. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next time. We do have reverse lights.